Good morning, children. Children, today we are going to do the question answers ABCD part of Union Executive. In my last class, we discussed about Vice President, its powers, its appointment, its removal, and what are the basic difference between President and Vice President's election, post, removal, oath taking regarding everything we discussed. Then we came to Union Council of Ministers, its powers and functions. And then we came to the functions of Prime Minister. Today we will be doing something to know ABCD part in this session. Okay? First question is, who among the following is the head of union government? Obviously, it will be Prime Minister. There are four options, but Prime Minister is the head of the government, and we know that President is the head of the state. So, Prime Minister is the correct answer. The Supreme Commander of India's Defence Force is President of India. This is one of the executive powers of President. Here are four statements given in 3. Now, which of the statement is true? Children, whenever this type of question is given, please go through the points very carefully. Read the points, each and every point, and then decide the answer. First point is Union Home Minister acts as a link between President and the Cabinet. Here it will not be Union Home Minister. It will be Prime Minister. So this statement will be wrong. Next is the Vice President of India is not entitled to all the powers and privileges. This statement is totally wrong, because if he or she is officiating as a president, he or she is enjoying all the powers and privileges. Next point is, all the members of Rajya Sabha are entitled to vote in the president election. This statement is also wrong, because I told you in the president election only the elected members participate, not nominated members are allowed. In the case of vice president, nominated are allowed. But in the case of president election, only the elected members of Rajya Sabha are entitled to participate in the presidential election. So this statement is also wrong. Next is, the President of India is an integral part of Indian Parliament. Obviously, this statement is true, because we know that Rashtrapati is an integral part of Indian Parliament, because any such thing, it needs his or her consent. So without his or her consent, it cannot become an act. So that's why President is the integral part of Indian Parliament. Next is, President can dissolve the Lok Sabha on the advice of, by whose advice President can dissolve the Lok Sabha? That is Prime Minister of India. Next is in case of extraordinary situations, President can sanction money to the government. Yes, this we had discussed in the financial power of President. And in the case of such situation, the President can sanction money out of which fund? That is contingency fund. So the answer is B, contingency fund. Okay. Now next we come to fill in the blanks. In the parliamentary form of government, there are two types of executives: real and nominal. The process to remove the President of India is called impeachment. The Union Council of Ministers is there to dash and dash advise the President of India, to aid and advise the President of India. Responsibility of all the ministers to defend their acts and decision is called collective responsibility. Yes, all the ministers can swim and sing together. So this is called collective responsibility. The President of India is elected by a single transferable vote system. When we were discussing about the presidential election, there we discussed about these terms: single transferable, proportional representation. What does these terms mean and how this is being used in the president election? Next is true and false. The union executive comprises of prime minister and council of minister. This statement is wrong. This will be false, because union executive comprises of president. It comprises of president, prime minister, and council of ministers. Council of ministers. So this president is missing over here in question number 1 of 3. You need a true and false statement. So this will be false. Okay. President of India cannot be re-elected for second time. This statement is also wrong, because Dr. Rajendra Prasad elected for the second term also. All the elected members of parliament and state legislative assemblies elect the president of India. Yes, this is true, because nominated members of parliament are not allowed. And in case of vice president, state legislative assembly members do not participate. So this statement is also true. The imposition of emergency in a state is called president's rule. Yes, absolutely, this is true, because we have 3 emergency powers, that is Article 352, 356 and 360. So this president rule comes under Article 356, right? So this statement is true. A chairman of Rajya Sabha must be a member of Rajya Sabha. It will be false, because who is the chairman of Rajya Sabha? Vice President. And Vice President, who is the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha, is not a member of Rajya Sabha. So it will be, here it is written must be, so this will be false. Okay. Next we come to D part, brief questions. The first question is judicial powers of the President of India. So please come to page number. Let me show you the page number. Judicial powers of the President of India. So please come to page number 222. 223, sorry. This is page number 223. See here, this is 223. Judicial powers. You will write from here. This is your D1 answer. This is D1 answer. All the judges of Supreme Court, High Court and High Court, including the Chief Justice, are appointed by the President. This you will write. This will be your first point. And second point, the President can, this is the second point, the President has the power to reduce the punishment, grant pardon or amnesty and number, in that only you will write he can change the death sentence or postpone it also. Okay. Next question is, process of electing the president of India. Process of electing the president of India. What will be the process? For this you have to come to page number 220. 220. This is page number 221. This is page number 220. Okay. Because the answer is been asked to be given in brief. So, how the President of India, process of electing the President of India, you will simply write here, this is your answer, this is D2. This is D2. The President of India is elected by an electoral college. Don't forget to write elected members of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, legislative assemblies of the states, in accordance with the single transferable vote system of proportional representation. Okay? I'm again explaining you. The President of India is elected by an electoral college consisting of elected members of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, legislative assemblies of the states, in accordance with the single transferable vote system of proportional representation. Is it clear? Next question is your differentiate between real and nominal executive of India. What is the basic difference here between real and nominal executive? Real executive is Prime Minister. In first point you will write that real executive differentiate between real and nominal executive. In first point you will write real executive, nominal executive. And real executive you will write Prime Minister is the real executive, and here you will write President is the real executive. Okay. In second point, real executive, Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. Council of Ministers. In second point, you will write they enjoy real power and make important decisions for the country. And in nominal, you will write that he is bound to act on the advice of Council of Ministers. Children, this answer I will write in point and give you in WhatsApp group, and you will copy down from there. Okay? That is D3. I am going to give you the answer and sending in WhatsApp group. You will copy down from there. Okay? Next question is, how can the President of India be removed and on what grounds? Yes, this question is also very important for you, that on what grounds they are being removed. So you will come to page number 220. Come to page number 220. This is page number 220. So from here you will write, this is your D4 answer. The process to remove the President of India is called impeachment. And what grounds? Second part, it has been asked how it is removed and on what grounds. So first part you will write the process to remove the President of India is impeachment. You will change the line, paragraph, sorry, and write it is asked you on what grounds it is removed. You will write from here a president. If the president violates the constitution, one can be removed by impeachment, which has to be passed by both houses of parliament by not less than two-thirds majority of the total membership. This is very, very important for you. Right. So first part you will write how it has been removed. Simply you will write the President of India is removed by impeachment. Second, it is asking you on what grounds. You will write if the President violates the Constitution, one can be removed by impeachment, which has to be passed by both houses of parliament by not less than two-thirds majority of the total membership. When we were studying about the process of amendment, there we read about the three process: simple majority, special majority, and ratification. So mainly it should be done by special majority one. Most things are done by special majority. Okay. Next question is powers and functions of the Vice President of India. The last question is powers and functions of the Vice President of India. For that you have to come to page number 223. Let me show you. 223 page. This is 223 page, and you have to write the powers and functions of the Vice President of India. First point here is Vice President is the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. Then you will write since the Vice President is not a member of Rajya Sabha, she does not participate in the voting of the House. Okay. Then third point you will write whenever the office of President falls vacant due to death, resignation, or impeachment, Vice President acts as an officiating President. Okay. Fourth one, as officiating President, the Vice President is entitled to all the powers, privileges, and emoluments due to the President of India. Okay. That means if Vice President is acting as a President, he enjoys all the powers, privileges, emoluments due to the President of India. Okay. So this will be you just write up to here. The Vice President enjoys all the powers, privileges, and emoluments. Okay. So this is your D5 answer. So children, let me show you in the question that first question you will get in page number, I've marked the answer in 223. Next is 220 page. This is page number. Okay. This I will give you the notes. Given in group. Okay. How can the president of India can be removed and on what grounds? This is on in page number 220. Okay, 220. And the last is your, this one is 223. So I hope children you will understand, and please write the question answers and write ABC part in book and send the homework in WhatsApp group. So what is your homework children? You will send A, B, C, D part. ABC part you will do it in book, and D part you will do it in your civics notebook and send in WhatsApp group. And this question number, this D3, I have given the notes in group. Please copy down the answer from there. Thank you children.